Hey guys, what's up? Skoldak here, good to see you all again. It's been a long time no see, but I've been pretty busy. It's the 30th of October 2015. I'm here to tell you about one thing that has happened recently. Now, I saw a video that has been circulating around on my Facebook feed like mad. Basically, it's a video of two guys who were driving under the influence of drugs, doing 90 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and it ended up in a really serious crash. Basically lost their lives, all because of drugs. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to make sure that everyone drives as safely and as surely and not have anything like alcohol or drugs in any matter. Now, I watched this video like a couple of times in a row, and from what I can hear from the story, basically one of the guy's mates was driving his best mate's car, and basically he was driving unlicensed and with no insurance, which made it 10 times worse. And also he was speeding in a 30-mile-an-hour zone because he had a cocktail of drugs as proclaimed. Now, I don't know about you, but this is by far the most dangerous. Driving under the influence of drugs is a lot more dangerous than driving under the influence of alcohol. Now, I've already passed my driving test last week, and as seeing this, he kind of made me understand to help people think a lot more about road safety. And the video, was very upsetting because, well, it's only two guys who lost their lives. Yeah. I have, lots of sympathy for the passenger, but no sympathy for the driver at all. Because why would you go at a really fast speed, like 90 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone? It's 30 for a reason, to make sure you're safe and to make everyone around you safe as well. But you are under the influence of drugs, and what's worse, the driver, like I said, was unlicensed and uninsured, and he killed his mate, and worst, he killed himself. And that is just, hearing the story, hearing about this, just, it just makes, me quite angry on, why did he do this? Why did he do it to himself and his mate? Why do something that is absolutely dangerous and yet take his life away and his friend as well? And worst of all, his friend is a father of one. Yeah, that's right, father of one. He has a child. And now his child has to go through a lot of pain for losing her dad. That is the worst thing. The world's biggest mistake that you can make, that can literally take your life away, and throw it in a bin and just literally just end up ending your life. And even worse, all of the families are distraught, but the driver's mum, who was really brave enough to let the police, show the footage to everyone to show that hopefully no one can make the same mistake as those two did. And I don't want to make that mistake as well. So I'm thinking about, you know, a few driving safety tips. Now, I've only like started driving recently, but it gives me, you know, good time to let everyone know about driving safely. Step 1, make sure you have like lots of sleep before you drive. Now, basically, driving takes a lot of concentration because everything happens around you 24/7, and that there are lots of surprises around the corner that are to be expected. So always be expecting for surprises, and that, you know, it takes a lot of concentration, and you know that basically, you know, just need a lot of concentration, you know, to like drive around and make sure to react in good timing as well. So always make sure you get loads of sleep and make sure you have something before you go, because it's always essential to make sure you do that before you start driving. Step 2, do not, and I repeat, do not drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs, because like, you know, when I saw that video of these two guys driving under the influence of drugs, basically what that does, it lowers your concentration quite dramatically, and you know, what it does, it destroys your thinking, and it makes you, you know, like either overconfident, or like you think you can do this or do that, and it can even make you do stupid things. So it can even make you do stupid yet dangerous things on the road. Like you can either like crash into a fence, or even worse, crash into a brick wall and end up taking your own life. Not only that, if you have passengers with you, you're the driver responsible, and you do end up, you know, crashing your car and end up killing yourself and your friends. What's everyone going to say about you? You're going to have to be really responsible, because the driver has to be responsible for the safety, you know, of their self, their passengers, and for everyone around them. Okay? So yeah, don't drive under the influence of drugs. Step 3, keep road rage to a minimum. Now, I know a lot of people have road rage and stuff, but to be fair, road rage is very bad, because if someone ends up doing something, you know, that it was really stupid in front of you, and it really pisses you off, try not to react. You know, try not to get too angry, because if you do end up getting angry, you'll end up as worse as them. So yeah, don't get too angry, you'll end up as worse as them. Okay? So you keep road rage to a minimum. Step 4, please don't drive like an idiot. I've seen this many of times around, you know, when I'm out and about driving. You know, there are idiots about. But it's not only idiots that get around either in Crowthorne, Reading or Bracknell. They're everywhere. You get idiots everywhere. No matter where you go, there's always an idiot around the corner waiting to pounce on people. Okay? So, you know, don't drive like a wally. You know, even though there are idiots everywhere, just don't drive like one of them. Okay? So that's my my tips for being safe on the roads. Also, I almost forgot, make sure you wear your seatbelts. That's always the important thing. Now moving back to the subject. My thoughts go out to the families who lost their loved ones, you know, who lost their children or their sons. Actually, let me say that again. My thoughts go out to the families, you know, who lost both of their sons in a horrendous car crash that happened because those two guys, you know, drove under the influence of drugs. So that just makes a message that goes out to everyone. Don't drive under the influence of drugs. Don't make the same mistake as what, you know, the guys have done on the road. Make sure you always be licensed and insured to drive, and always make sure that you stay safe and, You know, don't do anything drastic on the roads, and don't end up doing, you know, silly stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Right, enough of that, even though this video is quite short, but hopefully it will give out a good message. So, see you all later, guys. Peace.